Hello, and welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. And this might be the last one you get for a little while. It depends. We are getting ready to. I don't know what's wrong with her. We're getting ready to call it a night shortly because we got to get up early to take the train, and we end up going and then we're in a non-smoking hotel, and then we're gonna have to take a plane, and we'll get to where we're going. Anyways, we are going to be smoking this. It is an Arturo Fuente Gran Reserve. Now, I didn't get any info on this, so I'm going to take the cedar off. And to me, it looks like a rather greenish claro. And I don't want to say it's a candy because it looks too pale to be a candy, too tannish. So, candy being Candela. It's one thing I do not like about Arturo Fuente. For instance, you look at the Grand Reserves. There's like 6 different binders. They are all got this green label with the red and identical. And there's nothing characteristic about it. In fact, I was wondering if this might be the Privada Celestian 1 because it's got roughly the right amount of size, which the only ones pictured with the cedar and the green cloth at the bottom is the Celestian d'Oro, but I do not think this is a Privada number 1 Celestian d'Oro. So I have a very good hunch that this is probably the Churchill Claro. At least I know the size, and so that means it's probably a Churchill. Do you have anything to say about it since you were not paying attention or anything?
I forgot my lipstick, and I like wearing lipstick in my videos. It makes my lips more better. Okay, my opinion is I've not smoked many Arturo Fuentes in my life. The last one I tried was a little tubo, and in my opinion, it was just overpriced and overhyped.
I always like the
Hemingways. Flavors. Yeah, you like the 9-inch jobbies. So, what are you smelling on that?
It's kind of got a... the term came up earlier. I'd mentioned in the last video asparagus as a possible flavor.
You sure your snooter's working?
Yes, I'm fine. Can I finish? So I said to my friend John that he saw my video, our video, and he said I agree with the veggie thing. And I'm sitting there thinking, veggie? Well, smelling this, it kind of has a veggie type smell, which I can't tell you offhand what that veggie smell is. However, some dry puffs kind of make me think of pumpkin a bit. Your thoughts?
Celery.
Celery? Dry hit? Celery? So, celery or pumpkin on a dry hit, at least we're both in agreement, veggies. Yes. Although I think the pumpkin is a fruit. Well, fruit or not, it's grown more like a veggie.
Exactly.
I think a fruit coming from trees, veggies coming from, well, fruit can come from bushes too. Such an odd world, agriculture. It's why I don't grow things. They die anyways.
You're saying you have a black thumb, Aaron?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, my mom had the curse of the black thumb, too. I'm surprised you didn't have the curse of the black thumb when it comes to
This is a very, very confusing looking wrapper because it is vaguely greenish while being rather Connecticut-like, which is claro-ish. And yet it could be a Cameroon from some of the aging that I can see through the leaf. So
let's just say this here tasty is a conundrum of cigars.
It is.
Epitome of
I have a message out to Johnny Sticks, hoping he'll get back with an answer before the end of this video so that in the next part I can let you know exactly what it is he sent us. And thank you for sending us this. At least it's a boggle right now. So we're going to go ahead and fire this up. It's almost like doing a blind review. All we know is that it's an Arturo Fuente Gran Reserve.
Hold on. I gotta say a joke then, since he's a humorous person. Is it like the old lady taste test between Pepsi, Coke, and Cola?
Yes.
Alright, so
That's when I would have slipped one of them hot sauce.
pull this off here. For all of you out there, I got everything almost finished and packed and ready to roll. So we are going to be ready to roll on our trip. The only thing I can say about this trip is, and it's cigar related, we won't talk about the surgery I'm going through, etc. You'll find out soon enough anyways, but lighters. We can't take our trusty lighters or cutters with us.
So I'm going to hit up a smoke shop or something and pick up a lighter like right away. I know we won't have torches, so we're going to end up probably using matches.
Matches are cool. I'll have to hope like heck that fixes itself. Being kind of blind, you know, it does sometimes do that. But it also helps me with the mirror part. So thanks again, Johnny Sticks, for actually I'll just lightly fix. Real quick, even it out. It was my problem being blind. I do want to say I'm sorry to DSR if you guys think we did a rant. It was just, you know, Aaron had to know, and when I filled him in, well, you know, and we're not doing these reviews professionally for Johnny Sticks. We're doing it because
Yeah, okay, enough. Don't beat a dead horse.
we like reviews.
So, anyways, the flavors I'm getting are very similar to compost. I hate to say it, but that's the flavors. And it's not exactly a negative. That actually, in my opinion, with this stick so far is a positive. You might sit there and think, "Ooh, compost sounds gross." I actually enjoy the smell of compost, depending. You know, I've had summers out near the freeway where there was a compost pile in my friend's backyard. Oh, that thing would reek to the high heavens.
Same with my stepfather. He had the same in his backyard.
When you got fresh grass just added to the compost, it actually can kind of have a nice smell. So I guess not all compost I'm talking. I'm maybe kind of fresh.
My old man was so cheap, he'd use compost for everything and get rid of his aluminum cans. That's how cheap he was. Mulch, dirt, crap, you name it, and went into this compost.
It's also got a kind of sweet taste to it that's mildly buttery.
Creamy, buttery, yes. I'm picking up a smoked bacon taste to this cigar.
There's something in there that's quite much like turmeric powder or turmeric root. Kind of got some Indian spice to it. Right now, I'm thoroughly enjoying this.
I just wanted to ask Aaron, since I've never done it, and he was going to look into doing one with me eventually, and he has them, do you remember the flavors of the Tubo Arturo that you bought from Big Smokes compared to this?
Other than the fact I wasn't pleased with the price, no, I don't offhand.
We'll have to
just
review
remember
it again.
Didn't like it.
We might have to go and review it soon. So,
very nice flavors in this.
What is this? 7 by 52?
I believe that this is a 7.2 by 48. That's, of course, if this is the Churchill. There's actually multiple sizes of Churchills, depending on whether this is a Celestian de Oro or if this is the, you know, and I don't know, I don't think this is a Privada #1 Gran Reserva, but there's no way to tell the difference other than the ring gauge, which one is like a 48 ring gauge, the other one's like a 49 ring gauge, and one's a 7-inch, whereas the other's a 7.2. I mean, I can't tell within a centimeter or whatever, or one ring gauge, which is which. Oh, this might be
And
our
I
answer.
do want to say, for the record, I know you guys out there that subscribe. I'm not a moocher, but if anyone ever wants me to review a Arturo Fuentes Opus X or the Arturo Fuentes God of Fires, I'll gladly do it to let you know how it tastes and give you my opinion if it's worth the money or not. Same goes with the Arturo Fuentes Hemingways. So
the answer here is, yikes, I don't remember. I have a small Humie that is a very snooty cigar neighborhood, and they only allow Fuenteses to move in, which these came from. So, our guess is as good as his, I guess. So,
So, like I said, because Aaron was looking at
thank you for
that,
the answer, by the way, that just came in.
like I said, if any of you want to have me review any Opus X's or God of Fire by Arturo Fuente or Hemingway, I'd gladly do it. Just let me know. Otherwise, no worries.
So, I guess we're going to go with this being basically the Connecticut Churchill, because that's what it looks like most to me. So,
tastes like a Connecticut too. I've smoked a lot of Connies in my time.
it certainly does have that Connecticut flavors to it.
Mm-hmm.
It really pleasant cigar, and I usually am not a fan of Arturo Fuente. I've had a couple really overpriced, and their flavors just didn't stick out to me as being, this is, whoa, I love this cigar. This one so far is. Maybe age has something to do with it. I mean, just not long ago, we bought some Tubos, Arturo Fuente, which might have been Grand Reserves, by the way. I don't remember.
It says on it Tubos, Chateau Fuentes.
Oh, Chateau. Okay. So, well, that just means House of Fuentes. Anyways, we weren't too keen on those. And I used to really love the Hemingways, but I haven't had a Hemingway since, 12, 13 years. And the Playboys of Don Diego.
It seems
Fuente equals best room note of any cigar. Quote, Johnny Sticks.
Well, I don't know, but I would love to try an Opus X and a God of Fire. So I'll buy one of those samplers one of these days, and I'll give you a toot with it. However, I don't think I'll share with my compadre here on that.
You mean compatriot?
I'm not gonna. My friend here ain't gonna be smoking. I'll give him something else while I review solo the Opus X, the God of Fire, or even the Julius Caesar Maximus or whatever. Crown. Mm-hmm.
You know, it takes some getting used to with the retrohale. It kind of has a totally different texture and everything. It kind of.
I'm not going to try it. No, thank you for me.
You'd probably mess it up anyways.
See, the crap I gotta go with daily for you all.
Well, you know, you're more likely to just choke on the smoke than blow it out your nose.
I had it once, dude, going down my nose, but
yeah, I don't really want to have to be cleaning up in here. So, anyways, with that said, we're going to get back to you at the halfway point. We've been 14 minutes in here. Now, we're just giving you a long video today. Long video earlier, too. So.
Tomorrow, when we're at the hotel, just to give you a heads up, we will be posting the Gurkha Blue Steel Double Happiness for you all, since we'll be running a little late and we don't have anything planned tomorrow because we got to get in. We got other things to do, and then, you know, we'll get to our hotel after, I think, 3.
You know, I do have one thing to say. I'm still kind of getting that pumpkin flavor, but using a term like pumpkin, it's one of those things that makes me wonder when doing cigar reviews, that if you use a term or flavor that nobody else has ever picked up or said, they could sit there and be like, pumpkin? What the hell are you talking about? I don't taste no pumpkin in this.
Celery.
I've been smoking
Celery.
I've been smoking these for 20 years and I've never tasted pumpkin. Fact is, it kind of has that. It makes me think of it. The olfactory nose and everything kind of can open up parts of the mind that remind you of this or that, and so to each person it could be totally different. But to me, I kind of pick up a little pumpkin, just not the spice, just.
One day, someone's going to say something stupid like, cigars taste like McDonald's, or the Spaghetti Factory, or Olive Garden, or Red Lobster. When that happens, the cigar industry went down the toilet. Heck, I heard a couple guys talking about cigars the other day on reviews, saying they taste like a brie or a blue cheese.
Oh, that's just saltiness. Anyways, now we will catch you in the halfway point. All right? Sorry, we keep rambling.
Tuned.
Hello, and welcome back to the halfway pointer, a little beyond on this Arturo Fuente Gran Reserva. I'm going to go with Claro Churchill. Just a matter of elimination based on size. I know there was a thought that it could end up being an 858.
858 isn't bad. I hear that's a lot of cigar smokers out there love the 858.
But I don't believe the 858 comes in quite this size. So, given the size and everything, just strong hunch this is a Claro Churchill. Regardless, lovely flavor. I wish I could say more about it. And I'll get to the flavors in a second. Thing is, this is just one of those pet peeves of mine with cigar companies. We're going to stick the same label on all of our cigars. You will know the difference in the cigar based on the fact our box tells you. So you have to buy it from the box. If you take it home and put it in your humidor, and it's sitting next to another one that's a different type that looks very similar, and you come back 6 months later, you can look at it and, well, I know I bought a Cameroon and a Claro, and the two of these look so similar. Which one is which? I want the Claro right now. Good guess. At least like with Nub, you got Nub Habano, which has the tan wrapper.
And
you have the Connecticut that has the yellowish wrapper. You have the Cameroon with the white wrapper. You got the Maduro with the dark wrapper. The double Maduro with the near black wrapper. And the Sumatra with the blue wrapper.
I was going to say is, when it comes to me being the nub queen, I want to say I'm thinking of taking some of my nubs with me. I might share a cigar. By the way, Aaron and I haven't discussed it, but I thought about sharing a cigar with an old friend I haven't seen in 10 years.
Yep.
He's always saying enjoying the finer life or enjoying life. You know, he's a good friend. The other thing is he's looking forward to meeting Moppy Mook. That's what he calls animals, mooks. And this little guy, and you guys are going to be getting an update tomorrow, even if it's a short update, telling you how we did with Moppy on the train. Because Daddy Aaron is worried about Moppo.
Now, the flavors in this, it kind of has changed around the halfway point transition. Probably knowing Arturo Fuente, this is a purposeful transition. It's a little bit spicier now, a little tangier on the tongue, a little heavier spice, and a lot of those kind of veggie notes, the pumpkin kind of disappeared. I've picked up a more smoky flavor. It's a little fuller in body as well. Nice long finish. Good taste. That transition has just helped kind of re-interest me in the cigar, so I'm not sitting there like, how much longer? Instead, I'm like, ooh, this is nice. Hey, it's like a new cigar now. So definitely I'm enjoying this.
I gotta say, I'm picking up a little bit of Ligero here. I mean, it's only in the halfway point, but I'm picking up a spicy Ligero taste. And I'm getting toasted oats.
The retrohale is actually almost too acidic-y to pick up anything like really nice off of. It's not there's no floral scents or anything like that. It's kind of just a burning sensation. and not exactly a very pleasant retrohale, but at least for me, and I'm still new to doing that. But you know, beautiful cigar in the finish.
Finish is absolutely amazing. I mean, it rolls right off the tongue.
It kind of sits in the cheeks off to the side and just lingers there. A little on the roof of the mouth. Can kind of feel it on the tip of the tongue when you inhale. Very pleasant so far. So, with that said, I suppose we could get on into the final third of this thing and let you know.
Back to Diablo 1.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome back to the final third of the Arturo Fuente Gran Reserva. Now, the final thirds reminded me of something that I don't like about Arturo Fuente. A lot of Arturo Fuente cigars that I've had kind of have this really strong grassy flavor, like freshly mowed grass and mint, that comes in the final third. And it lingers and doesn't go away. And it's a little strong on the palate for my liking. I just remember, that each time I smoke Arturo Fuente, I really enjoy the first 2/3. I get to that final third, and I think not something I'd buy again. So, although this has had a flawless burn, great ease of smoke, very nicely rolled cigar, beautiful craftsmanship, it just has flavors in it that I'm not too entirely keen on. So, although I give a recommendation to give it a try, and maybe it's something you'll love, it's not something that I like a lot.
Like I said, if anyone ever wants to donate me an Arturo Fuente Godafire or an Opus X, I'll gladly try it.
Mooch.
I said I'd gladly try it if they think. Otherwise, don't worry about it.
I'm curious what all the fuss is, and it's not something that I'd ever afford. But nah, those are expensive. I wouldn't
Well,
give
if the
them.
drones didn't have.
If I was you, I wouldn't give them to me or her. I'd say go bite the bullet and go get your own.
No, I was thinking of buying me a sampler, but then if I buy myself a sampler that has 5 in it, then I'd have to give this mooch one. Because he always uses that puppy dog. Guys like,
yeah, well, that is mooch. So anyways.
Or we're going to pull Moppy up and say, do it for Moppy.
No, it's one of those dream smokes because people always post pictures of it, particularly in forums and groups, and it's like, look what I'm smoking tonight. And it's like, good for you.
I want to say, first of all,
you have a status symbol. You're saying I'm in the status.
First, I want to say I have two mini construction errors. Otherwise, this cigar had light fixes. And by the way, light, I mean light. Me and Aaron were working on Diablo 1. He's my eye. So he's like, oh, do this and do that. And so, I'm trying to get through Diablo, as fast as possible. I was hoping to get a level up, but it hasn't happened yet. But anyways, do I recommend this? Yes. If someone gifts you this, by all means, smoke it.
This was a long, long burning smoke, but I mean, we started at like 1 something, and it's 3, and we honestly are supposed to be in bed soon. And we haven't even had dinner because this kind of took too long. And I figured, this is going to be like an hour and 20-minute smoke.
For Aaron. The driver who's driving us to the train station tomorrow wants him to go downstairs as soon as possible because there's a crack or something in her wall that's leaking water or something out of it.
No.
So you're going to have to look at it. I took 2 baths today, so. Anyways, do I recommend this? Yes, I do. Do I recommend it even if you have to pay for it? Yes, I do.
If I was to give this a rating, I'd give it a good rating. It's just not my cup of tea. And I have thoroughly enjoyed the cigar, but it's got flavors in it that I just wouldn't voluntarily go and smoke again.
Well, to me, it transitioned to this last third here to just roasted chestnuts. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a unique flavor that if you can acquire it and do it as an everyday smoke,
And-
you'd be happy.
Especially since Arturo Fuentes are a bit of a price gouger. They rob you from your pocket.
If you allow them, I won't.
So if you got the money to toss around, great for you. You know, this is not something I'd want as a daily smoke. That is for certain. It's not something I'd probably buy to. Well, I wouldn't buy it. If it was $5 a stick, I might buy it once every month or
Well,
two.
you did buy the Chateaus for $7.99,
Yeah, I wanted the two.
which weren't a highway robbery of Big Smoke. They were actually
That was
affordable.
actually a Churchill size too. Oh, that was $14.
You told me it was $7.99. You were gonna buy me one, but you never did. But you bought two tubos for yourself. One was a white, one was a green.
No, I bought one for each of us, and we did smoke it.
I never got that.
We weren't doing reviews at the time.
I didn't have the Arturo Fuente.
Well, then I'm the only one who. Oh, that's right. You walked out. You decided not to buy, and I'd already bought. That's a long story.
It's a long story. But anyways, we already gave you our opinion. We highly recommend this.
She thought that she was going to end up spending about $70 to $75 there, and then the bill came to like $120, and so she decided I ain't paying, and I'm not buying these. So she walked out. I'm like, what do you expect for 2 bags of pipe tobacco at £1 a bag at $37 each bag?
And they said it was $20.
Yeah.
Then tax on the tax. So, with that said, Aaron's got to go downstairs. Please like and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion. May God bless you and everything.
And enjoy every puff.
Enjoy every puff.
I certainly have on this, even if it's not my cup of tea.
Oh, yeah.